I got to lean in.
Ooh, oh, happy Monday, everybody. What's going on, Antonio? How you doing?
What's up? What's up? How you doing? I'm good.
How was your holiday? Did you eat good? Did you travel? What you do?
Yeah, I was in Tennessee with the family. I did eat good. I had cooked and everything. It was amazing.
You cooked?
Yes.
Why you talking like that? I was
Because you sounded surprised, like you
Well,
cooked.
we was talking about it before we got on air. You didn't mention that you cooked, so I'm like, well, maybe he didn't cook. You just let me talk about what I made. You ain't say what you made.
I made a couple of little dishes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's I made a couple dishes too. For myself, though, I didn't travel. I'm gonna I didn't go home. I'm gonna go home. I'm going home for Christmas around that time. So I'll be going both. All families then. What's going on in the chat? Hey Sean, hey BKZ. How was everybody's holiday? It was first of all, it was so quick. I will say. I really enjoyed the time off, but I needed one more day, just one more day. Because I feel like today came by so freaking fast, but that's okay. Just like today came by fast, we'll be off soon because December finna roll by just like the rest of these months.
Yes.
We're here for Potomac. It's episode 9. They finally, well, we already saw the mid-season trailer. I mean, last week if you were online, but they actually posted it or showed it after the end of the episode. So we see that we are midway through the season. And I will say, do you feel like much has happened? I mean, it's been a okay season, but I don't think anything explosive has happened.
It had nothing explosive has happened so far.
Okay.
I think Mia has tried to make some explosions, but they were very.
You said Mia?
She's tried to, yeah. But
yeah, Mia is on. Mia said this. Like I said, last season the girl said, and some of us, we kind of guilty. We did say she ate it up, and baby, she must take it to her head because she must think she is killing it. And the comments online, I will say, people are just really not favoring her. They just not really supportive of the whole storyline that she's putting out and just anything she's doing. I think people are kind of like tired of her. I mean, she may have a few fans. I think she does. I mean, who don't have fans? I mean, I may have fans out there. I don't know. Everybody got a fan somewhere, right? But I think the general masses would agree that they like not feeling her. And that's just what I've seen online. So make sure y'all like this video and subscribe to the channel. We did not do Salt Lake City last week, so we will be doubling up this week. It was on Thanksgiving, so I mean, clearly you know why. And then Beverly Hills was last week as well. Make sure y'all tuning into No Chaser TV for the Married to Medicine panel. They started last week. I am watching Married to Medicine, so when I want to watch reviews, I go on over to No Chaser TV, and I see the same panelists that were here at the Lean last year. It's the same panel. And it's so funny seeing that panel just because, I mean, you have to know that last year it was so much going on to form that panel. But I love it. And I love Chase. I love everybody in the panel. And everyone over there is still a part of our family too. So make sure y'all support them. Good show, good reviews, always a good time. Beverly Hills is Wednesday. And again, Salt Lake City is on Thursday. All right, y'all. So this week's episode picks up where last week left off. They were at Wendy's birthday party. And first of all, I know you weren't here last week, but it's still funny to me that Ash is going around this party telling folks it's her birthday.
It's her birthday.
Like, I get it. I don't see an issue with that, but it's just like, Ashley, please. If anything, you don't look like it's your birthday. I know you have to wear all white, but if that's what you chose to wear, no one's going to acknowledge your birthday. I feel. But anyway, we picked up this episode last week because the last comment that Mia made was that the fathers of her kids, alluding to there being multiple fathers of the kids. And I mean, I think somebody in the chat I think maybe it was Sean or somebody kind of said what it came to be, and that she was talking about her oldest son, Joshua, who she was formerly married to. So I mean, I think somebody said that. We kind of figured that or whatever. Yeah, it was BKZ. BKZ said, see, I said in the last review that Mia wasn't talking about ink. You did. I know somebody had said it at the end of the review. Yes, you were right. Which makes sense. Amanda, everybody. So all y'all knew she was saying, yeah, whatever.
They didn't know.
Whatever.
She didn't even say it in that way.
I give it to BKZ. Everybody else, No, I'm just talking. And so she's basically explaining the comment about, the first son's father and marriage and stuff like that. And Karen kind of comes to her defense. Karen says, why are we jumping on her? Why are we attacking her? If she wants to hang with him or whatever the case may be, then let her do that. And all the ladies are like, no, 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 we're not attacking her. We're just trying to say that what she's saying is not making sense. Because I mean, realistically, like us watching the show, in one conversation, she's saying that everything is good with Gordon. Gordon is okay with it. Gordon is co-parenting. Gordon is happy. He led down the hall. I changed his diapers. That's one way. The other way, she's saying that he's going crazy. He can't stand ink. And he's calling me all type of itches and holes, whatever. Like, it's like she's giving two different stories. So I can only imagine if we're watching it and seeing it, what they were getting, in live. I mean, she's probably just going back and forth. So Jacqueline comes in and she's just like, well, I talked to him that day, and on that day, he was fine for 5 minutes, and then the next 20 minutes he was mad, he was upset. And so Jazzy was like, basically like I just said, honestly, Mia, you making it seem like he cool, but then he's not. So what is the real thing? So Wendy comes in and basically kind of confirms what Jacqueline said, and then Mia reiterates, what she told them about at the GNA event, and talks about the advice that they gave her, and they're basically like, yes, because y'all give me advice, I gotta listen. Yeah, I know I confided in y'all, but I was talking to y'all. I didn't think y'all were gonna throw it in my face. Now this part confused me because Kiana, I thought she was kind of coming to me as defense. But I don't think she really was. It was like she was just like she was coming to it. Then she threw the last comment, and she was just like, I understand what she's trying to do, blah blah blah, but that's also irresponsible and not feasible. And I was just like, oh shit.
I wasn't expecting that. I was like,
I was not expecting that. But I like I said, I thought I was with her on the ride, and then the ride dropped me off. I was like, whoa, okay, Kiana, I see what you're doing there, girl. And so then Wendy has a moment where she's receiving a governor's citation. And as they walk off, Jacqueline is like, Mia, you okay? And then Mia's like, F you, Jacqueline, because you should have had my effing back. She said that. So I'll stop there and get your thoughts on anything that happened in that scene.
So I do understand why Gizelle, I think, raised a good question. I can't believe I'm saying that. Gizelle raised a good question. I can understand them being confused because you were just saying you were crying and how, some of the stuff he said and how he's treating you and this is and the other. But then you turn around and you post pictures of y'all jumping in the pool and having drinks by the pool. It is very confusing. So I understand them saying, hey, we need some clarification on this. So I don't know if Mia is trying to have the situation look one way when it's really not. It's the complete opposite of that way. And it seems like she wants Gordon to go along with it. Like, yeah, we are fine in this throuple type of situation or modern family type of situation that we have going on. And it seems like Gordon kind of want to, help her push that story along. But then he just gets to a point where he like, yeah, you know what? You're doing too much. I can't really do all what you wanted me to do. So I think the girls had some really good questions and feedback. And even with the whole father's comment, yeah, we knew that she had the oldest son was by someone different. However, the way that they were speaking in that point, they were talking about Ink and Gordon. So when she said that, it made it seem like she was talking about those two as the fathers of her, of her children. So I understand, but knowing Mia, I'm thinking that's what she kind of wanted to go over people's head, and they like, hold up, who the daddy then? It just worked out.
She know what she's doing.
Yeah, she knew. She definitely knew what she was doing. I don't think anyone was attacking Mia more than anyone else. So when Karen said that, I was like, sis must be drunk. Because I don't think. I'm sorry.
Karen is not drinking right now. Okay.
Allegedly. I'm like, I don't understand why, and even when she said that, Mia didn't want Karen to come to her defense, and Jacqueline jumping in like, oh, because I was there. And I was like, Jacqueline, nobody really, like, why are you even here? Like, nobody cares that you were there. And clearly what you said made you kind of corroborated what everyone was saying about Mia in that moment. So
yeah, she didn't really help her. She would have been better off just being quiet. because she didn't
Exactly.
really help her at all. One thing that for my comment on this, I just don't. What I don't like is that Mia is just really. I mean, we know of his condition; he spoke on it, but we haven't heard him speak much on it since then. It's like she's kind of telling his narrative, his story, and everything as if she's living it. She may be witness. I'm not saying it's not true, but I mean, I wish that they would like allow him to say something like that's outside of her. You know, the things that he has with her, because it's like she's just speaking on his illness constantly, and it's almost like it comes off like she's weaponizing it a little bit, like she's using it.
He's
Like,
in mania. He's in mania. I can't. I'm just like,
yeah, it's almost like it has like she has full ownership of all his assets, and he just can't sit there and number do this. Like, I mean, he's still alive and well. He may have episodes, but I just wish she would stop that. Actually, it doesn't look good. But then again, I mean, this is not new behavior. I always go back to the way she did her mom, and I would always be like, that shows me exactly what kind of person she is. And her mom clearly was uncomfortable to be on camera and doing all that, and she still wanted to go in on about it. So it is what it is. I mean, this is Mia. I just wish he could speak for himself sometimes, because she constantly speaks for him.
Has he had a confessional at all? Remember, he hasn't had a confessional.
I don't think so. Every time we see him speak, he's getting into it with her, or Ink is around, or if she's reading a text message from what he's saying. We don't really see him saying anything. But yes, Jacqueline is no help. She is, and I don't blame Mia for cussing out, because girl, you didn't help me. You just made it worse. You just be quiet.
It's like, oh, you was backing them up. What?
I saw a comment where Amanda says she was irritated that they didn't show Wendy getting the citation. So yes, they did not actually show it. They kind of in the background, and you heard the audio. We instead had to hear Ashley and Stacy talking about her upcoming mediation appointment, where she will talk about, you know, the finalization of her divorce. Now, you know, Ashley kind of like checks on her, and Stacey's just like, "Oh yeah, girl, we good, girl. We had a good relationship. We came to a mutual agreement that we was gonna get divorced. So I mean, I'm not worried about anything. I'm gonna get what I want, right?" So after that conversation, we still don't get to see. We saw a bit of her receiving a citation. Ashley goes right over to was it Gizelle, and she was just like, "Yeah, Stacey's very clueless, and she needs help. Like, she don't know what the hell she's talking about." Mind you, I just don't know who died and made, you know, Ashley this expert at relationships, divorces, all the things. I mean, you would think that she is completely free of her divorce. You would think she didn't got the money she wanted, she free, and she ain't got to think about Michael Darby no more. She is still in the same situation. The only thing is she don't have a TJ. If anything, she may be worse. She may be worse. We're gonna talk about that too. But she talks to Gizelle. They pull Stacy to the side, and you know, Stacy's just very optimistic. She's just like, you know, girl, like, I'm good. Like, we good. This was my partner. We came to this agreement on our own. And when I get up in there, I'm expecting just to be like, bam, you know, this is what I'm gonna get. This we gonna get. It's gonna be a fair divorce, is what she's saying. Karen makes a comment and was just like that, you know, honestly, that's okay, but just know that you openly dating somebody in his face could be TJ, could be something that could be a catalyst for him being, you know, a little more vengeful in the situation. You just never know, which I thought was very insightful. You know, Gizelle and Ash are just sticking to the thing of saying that they just like, they don't know what he'll do. Like telling her, like, girl, you don't know what he's gonna do till you get up in that room. You know, Gizelle has gone through a divorce. Ashley's still going through one. I'm not sure if Karen has or not. I think Raymond may have been her only love, right?
I know she has the older son by someone else, but I don't know.
Oh, she does? Okay. So my question to you is, and you can also give your thoughts. Like, do you think they were giving good advice? Do you think it's coming from a good place?
Yes, I think they were giving good advice, because Stacy was, you know, and I get it. You know, she's think, I've been with this man for this amount of time. You know, we're gonna be good, but I didn't think about the whole him kind of. And, you know, we've seen even just on television and, you know, other celebrities, you know, get to the situation and that divorce just be, you know, a mess. And I agree when Karen said, you know, you said that you guys kind of separated because you like outgrew each other or whatever she said. Like, so you don't know this person. So right, she doesn't know the person that he is right now in this moment. So I do think that that was probably one of the more decent things, I guess, that Ashley has done on the show in her 9 seasons, was to pull, at least some people that can speak to experience like Gizelle, to say, hey, you need to get in the know of everything that's going on. So I do felt like they gave her some good advice in that moment. And Ashley, I don't think I'm glad that she wasn't necessarily speaking from her own experience, because we know they've had contention since before they were actually, even divorced. So we knew that was going to be, a mess when she was trying to divorce that gremlin. So
I didn't mind the advice that Gizelle and Karen was giving. I think Ashley should have just shut up. I also didn't like the way that she brought it to Gizelle, as if Ashley was just like some dumb heifer that just didn't know anything. Man, but I'm just saying, like, this is the second time that Ashley has now gone back to somebody else with information that Stacey's given her. She went to her. So it's just like, I don't know, like, it's just the audacity of her. Like, I get what you're saying, but even then, like, Ashley, you don't look so smart in this situation either.
No, I definitely.
And so it's just like, I could see somebody else, but it's like the fact that she has, in her mind that she can say that someone else looks crazy. Meanwhile, her family was just telling her last week that he wanted a prize. He wanted somebody that was, weak-minded, and she couldn't seem to understand that was actually true. So it's just like, Ashley, who makes you an expert at any of this? You don't even know. Your kids are still on the kitchen counter.
I'm glad that though that Stacey was kind of picking up what they was putting out, even though I don't know that she was 100% bought in with what they were saying. It does seem like she was like putting it in the back of her mind.
No, it seemed like she was receptive. I didn't see anything wrong with the advice. I just didn't. No. I didn't think Ash needed to be a part of the conversation at all. And I think she could have just probably went outside and continued to tell everybody around the party
that it was her birthday,
and just
she let unpop that collar is what she could have done on that lace suit.
And it's not even the fact that she's, because Karen, I mean, we don't know if she's been through a divorce or not, but the advice she gave was actually useful.
Yeah, it was.
Ashley, please, you have your mediation meeting in a couple of days, and we're going to talk about that too. We're going to talk about that. All right. So then after that, the event ends with Wendy introducing the kids to her dad's side, like their uncles and their uncle and auntie, which is very sweet. They got emotional. And she basically says they're going to do better about making sure that they mix and mingle with the family. They know more about their father's side, because apparently, when they got married, he kind of like had to like ghost his whole side of his family. Because it just, I don't know the reason, but I think she's talked about it in previous seasons. I can't remember. So that was good to see. I'll put these 3 scenes together because, I mean, it really wasn't much going on, to be honest. So Gizelle meets with Grace, and she just talks about, the trauma was behind her dad passing. Grace went away, so the twins were there to help her get through that hard time. She talks about not even being able to, book the flight and things like that, how, distraught she was. So she talks about that. And then we see Kiana and her boo. Now, I mean, mind you, when you talk about it, I want to hear your thoughts about her boo. But so he's 42 and she's 36. I will say this. I know a lot of people that are between the 40 and 45 range. They look great. He does not look 42. He looks closer to 55 than 45. That's just me. If when I look at people that are 40s and 40, I'm excited. When I look at him, I'm scared. I am scared because I just hope that I still can keep my youth. But I definitely thought, and I'm not even age shaming, I definitely thought that he was older because he just looks older. He does. That's just me. But yeah, so we see Kiana and her boo, and just how I think so. She works for him, right? Or she works for his.
She does something like marketing. She said she gave herself a title, in an earlier episode. So if he's the owner and she's doing stuff, I guess she does work for him. My question now is, do you get a paycheck from him, or you?
I don't know. It seemed like she get a lot of scolding and told how she could be doing better and how she could whatever. It didn't seem like.
I hope she getting a paycheck.
He's giving Love and the secretary, but definitely the secretary, and that's it. But she talks about her lawsuit with Deborah. She's suing for the damages or everything that happened to her face. Just talks about that. And then we saw a scene briefly with Ashley and the kids again on the kitchen table again, as she, finalized everything preparation for her mediation meeting as well. So, any thoughts on either of these scenes, and just what are your thoughts on Kiana's boo, her man, whatever? Because that seems to be her side storyline this season. What are your thoughts?
So, well, you can, but I'm glad they showed pictures of Grace at FAMU, because you can tell she really loving and living her college life. So I was like, okay, go ahead, Grace. Kiana and her husband, that scene, and I really like boyfriend. I'm sorry. That scene, it was cringe. Like the way, he was kind of, I don't know, like talking to her, like almost talking down to her. And even I'm like, damn, he's 42. I myself, not that he's a bad looking guy or anything like that, but he just looks like an older man. And even to me, it seems like his mindset is like that of an older man. So I'm just like, I don't, I didn't really understand it. And I'm like, it seems to me that's a situation where they need to kind of go ahead and separate that immediately, because that's going to be a part of contention for their relationship. It seems like with them continuously working together, and him saying, oh, well, you're not doing X, Y, and Z. I think she needs to go ahead and exit stage left as quickly as possible and allow someone else to step in that role and do whatever it is that she's doing. And she go back and focus on her, her med spa or whatever it is. That scene, I didn't like it. I just did not like it. And even from looking at the trailer, they may have another couple of scenes
I'm not gonna like
late on the season that I'm not gonna like either. So I hope they can pull it together, because doing that, he doesn't really, and she kind of said in the interview that he doesn't really want to be on the show, from what I gather, or he doesn't like the cameras or something like that.
Okay.
I'm like, why you dating somebody that's on? I mean, I'm sorry, if you dating somebody on a reality show, you gonna have to like get used to them cameras being there, or that type of stuff being there. In that, oh no, she was saying that him, when she was talking about the lawsuit, her being in situations, I guess, where she may argue and stuff like that. He wasn't a fan of that, and it's like, this is a part of this situation. Like it's gonna be arguments that come up. Hopefully we don't want anybody to be, physically assaulted or anything like that anymore in the future, but it's just something that's gonna happen. But I can see that being an issue for them as well, because Kiana, I'm sure, wants to be a part of the show. So he is a part of her life, which means that he will be a part of the show as well.
I feel like this is the thing. So if we're seeing, being on reality TV is one thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I would do my best to fake it till I make it if I was on camera. If I was like in a relationship and I had a nasty side, I would try to be on my best behavior.
I would too.
Because it's like on camera. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying it's me being fake. I would try to be myself as much as possible. But in a relationship, I'm gonna try not to show that side, at least not in this early phase. I don't know. Like, we don't really know him, and we're seeing him, and he just seems like that's actually him. Like, that's their interactions, clearly. I mean,
he act like he Ray age.
He act the way he looked, 90. Yes, Ray don't even act like that, actually.
Exactly.
But I'm just saying, like, he's an example. And then you got, Bronwyn's husband, Todd. I would just try my best, even if I didn't want to be on camera, to be a little bit more, colorful on camera. And I say colorful, like a little more warmer or something, to where, I don't know, maybe they ain't thinking about that, maybe not, but that's just me. I mean, it ain't like the camera just popped up that day. They had to know they was being filmed. So I would make sure that day, whatever attitude, whatever, I would just be like, just chipper, just, hey, babe, oh, you look so good. I don't know.
It's like you starting out the day with negativity.
Right.
Greg, get your little
David said, well, David said, it's because you're a Scorpio. We are pulled up in public, but in private we give hell. You know what? That's true. Maybe that is why. I can give hell in public too now, but I'm going to try not to give that. I don't want to don't want that to be me looked at that way. But still, I don't know what his sign is, but you're right, David. You are very much so right. Andre says Mia needs to close the chapter, her marriage, leave the man in Atlanta, Georgia alone. It's really messy. It is messy, and I'm curious to see. Well, she said ink is forever. If when I see ink on stuff, I just blur it out. You can always use whiteout. I don't know why she said that.
Some ink pens even come with the eraser, so.
Yeah, you can get rid of ink. So I don't know where she got that from. Now,
he was at Fun Fest with her though. He came on stage with her the other night. So
you watched that?
It was on Watch What Happens Live. They've been kind of showing the segments for Watch What Happens Live were filmed during the Miami Fan Fest or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah.
Him and Eddie came out and brought the Shotsky out, and he was one of the people. He's cut his hair. He really looks like an aged toddler now because he didn't cut that hair off.
Okay, well, listen, good kudos to him, child. Kudos to him. All right, so then we get a scene with Gizelle, Karen, Ashley, Wendy, and Stacy. They're having charcuterie. And I feel like this is like the third time that she has said that she said a previous season. Somebody let Gizelle know that it's not charcuterie. Please. This is, come on, like you have smart kids. Please, we need to know that that it's not charcuterie. Just say a cheese plate or some crackers. Just say that. I really but yes. So Ashley, all the ladies sit down. Ashley asks for a recap of Stacy's mediation, and she speaks and she says, what she came to find out is that she didn't know a lot of things. She didn't know about a lot of accounts that he had. She said she hasn't paid a bill in like 18 years or something.
15 years.
Something like that. So she, didn't know. She didn't even know she had stuff in her name. Damn. And so Wendy kind of speaks out, and Wendy was like, honey, I don't even know how to pay a mortgage. So I feel you. I'm like, I know that's right, Eddie. Shoot. I got a little turned off. Like, ooh, Eddie. Dang, I mean, Eddie fine already. I'm like, he doing like that. She ain't touching the mortgage, please. So Wendy understands where Stacey's coming from. And Ashley also says the same thing. I'm like, please, Ashley, stand up, because damn well you don't know shit about paying that until here recently. And I mean, per what you told us, he's paying that too, right?
Exactly.
So I mean, I need you to speak up, Ashley. Also put your head up and say, me too. So then Ashley speaks on her mediation, and she said it was 9 hours. She didn't make any eye contact with him, but no agreement was made. And the one thing that he did say that he wants, that she has to fight, is that he does not want her to talk about him on camera at all. But she's trying to fight that because she says that she can't control what others say. And I'm just like, yeah, no, that's not it, sweetie. It's just that you need that. You need to ride that coattail of that relationship, that marriage, the kids. She needs that to stay. Unfortunately, I'm gonna say this, to stay relevant. Because without Michael Darby, I mean, she's just a messy girl, and that's all she is.
Yeah.
So honestly, I left it right here. I said, baby, Ashley's broke, and she's still gonna be broke. If this gonna go in her way, I don't know. It seems like he is fighting it so many ways. So she's gonna have to use everything that the people accuse him of. She's gonna have to use all of that to maybe get what she wants. Otherwise, it looks like Michael is not about to play with her. I remember when this divorce, well, actually, the crazy part is we were the channel that broke that they were getting divorced years ago. We broke that tea. And when it came out, everybody was just yes, Ashley's finna get paid. They put a fake little app. I don't know if that's gonna happen. They were saying that she did it, because I think one of the kids had turned 5 or something like that, or whatever it was, 3 or whatever the marriage, whatever it was. I don't think that's the case, honestly. Ashley is not looking that positive in her favor at this moment, but we'll just see. I hope that she's not I hope she'll have to go back to the bridge or the tent or wherever she was at. I would hope that she would, because she got kids, and her kids are actually really cute. I think there's some adorable little kids. So what do you think about Ashley's situation, Stacey's situation? They both going through mediation. No shade. Stacey kind of stunned on a little bit. She was like, yeah, mine was, I get to go back to my mediation. And Ashley was like, well, I only had 9 hours. That's it.
Yeah. So I guess that was kind of like maybe something that they had already planned. Like, okay, it's going to be multiple type of meetings, and Ashley's like, no, I'm trying to get all mine done in one day and sit here and talk about this. I don't know if I would want to.
Maybe I would have had several meetings, honey. I don't know.
Yeah, like let me take a break and let him take a break, and maybe But I'm glad that so it looks like the advice that Gizelle and Karen, provided Stacey, she was able to kind of utilize that so she could ask more questions and find more things out about what was going on. And I guess me, and I'm a guy, and even if I was in a a situation with somebody, and even if they were paying, I still need to know what's going on, and I'm definitely not about to sign my name on stuff or whatever the case may be and not know what's going on. Like some of these women just, I think, be trusting these men too much, and I hope that people would have learned from Teresa Giudice and her signing her name on stuff just because somebody her husband put it in front of her. But I think Stacey now kind of seems like he maybe has more assets and things like that than what she actually even knew about. So that may work out well for her with that situation. In regards to Ashley, she definitely wants to be able to slay that man going forward. She wants to be able to tell it all. And Michael's like, nah, I want that non-disparagement clause. Because my thing is this: if you've already said that the stuff that happened on, in the past when y'all on the show wasn't true, this, that, and the other, we don't really want to, hear you go back on that net and try and change that story going forward to kind of make your situation now more interesting than what it actually is. We don't want to hear that. Go ahead and sign. And then she made it like, well, I can't stop anyone else from saying anything. It's like nobody else is getting a divorce from Michael. It's you. So if he's saying that he wants you to sign this, that means that you can't speak ill of him on camera. He can't control what anybody else does, and neither can you. So you should be willing to go ahead and sign your name on it, take whatever settlement that you may or may
exactly
moving
and keep it moving. But you know what? She can't.
She can't. Exactly.
Amanda K, yes, if she can't talk about him, she has nothing to talk about. Like she can't. She can say
go back and really change everything around. She want to slay that man forward.
Let's be clear. Nobody is talking about Michael Darby
at all.
Nobody is throwing it in her face. Nobody even like any dig is never about. It's never about Michael Darby or her divorce and blah blah blah. They could be wearing her out. They actually saving her, giving her some grace because she's been going through this for 2 seasons now, I believe. And so it's like last season she was just saying how they were still kind of having a little sex, I believe, or something like that. She said something. I believe it was
still coming over. She was rubbing his feet.
Something. So it's just like we went from, oh, I have a soft spot, and I get it. I've been through a relationship.
Look at him in his face
right. It's just like we just went so quick to I don't want to look at him in his face, and he can come over and get the kids and just get him out of here. I don't want to look at him. Like it was such an abrupt turn. I don't understand it. But yeah, she needs to take. Honestly, I love Michael Darby for that. Make her take this damn payment, this settlement, whatever, and get her off this show. Get her out of my life. Get her out of here. I'm kind of tired of Ashley. I have nothing else that I really want to see from Ashley.
I've been tired of Ashley since like maybe season 5, 6, somewhere along in there. So
I've been really tired. I would say since 7. I was like, okay, she can go at this moment. Like I'm not entertained by her anymore. There's everything she does, somebody else can come and do
better.
And it's like you've been on the show for 9 years and you still look cheap. I'm not coming.
I mean, so cheap.
But I just want her. She's, what she look like in that. You see that confession with the little fur, baby. She giving a little Kim,
right? Baby. I said now she over there thinking she Queen Bee. That was giving cultural appropriation. Is what that was giving. Because it looked like she had even darkened her skin.
Baby, she looked like she was rapping with Big Papa now. Graphic.
No, Ashley sitting up there in blackface in that confessional with her diamonds on her little flip and her fur. That actually would have been amazing on somebody else. It's just that Ashley is just.
It looked like everything was wearing her. Literally, that big
exactly.
fur thing, that flip wig, and the the lip line or whatever she
Yeah.
had on, it was just all wearing her. She just can't. She can't. I don't know.
I said Gizelle can't even dress, but her shit don't be looking cheap. Like Ashley look like everything she wear is $3 off of Shein. Shein, how do you pronounce it? It's crazy.
Yeah, I agree. Ashley, get out of here. Take that settlement, girl. Do us all a favor. Take that settlement and get out of here. Let's go. Take the kids. The kids are growing up, you know, raise them well. We good. Thank you for 9 years. Please.
That Audi holding up well for her though. She been having that for like a lot of seasons.
I mean, a good oil change and a good tune-up will keep her going now. Just saying. Hey. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Y'all see Amanda K in the chat saying like and subscribe now. Come on. Make sure y'all like this video. Keep us in the algorithm. We got other shows, of course, Beverly Hills. We got Salt Lake City. Atlanta is going to be coming on. I'm pretty sure Atlanta is going to come when Potomac ends because I don't see them putting Atlanta on another day other than Sunday.
Yeah.
So it's going to have to be at the end. But I'm excited for Atlanta for real this time. We'll see. All right. So then we get to a scene. This scene was so stupid to me. Mia and Jacqueline. Mia is taking Jacqueline out to get her some clothes. Basically, she feel like Jacqueline is as tacky as Gizelle. Read her good old friend that she wants somebody that she wants to help come to her defense. So she throws her little shade, and you know, Jacqueline shows up in her little flip bob, and you know, I don't even think that Jacqueline is just tacky. She just doesn't have like a sense of style for herself. I think she has to find what it is, and I don't need Mia to help her because Mia made her look even worse. The first outfit looked like a little potato sack, and the second outfit that she actually said was cute and had her sit down and talk in and had her see for 10 minutes was atrocious. She looked like somebody from Grand Theft Auto. Like she just did not look great. And I'm not even talking about her looks. It's just she didn't look any better. Like I was hoping that she would have come out the dressing room in something that looked like that's really cute. Jacqueline looked a fool. Fool. And yeah, Sean, Mia is not a fashionista. Like
exactly. I was thinking the same thing. Glad Sean
but
said.
Mia knows what works for her, and that is where that's where the line stops. Jacqueline needs help. And she don't need help for somebody that also needs help. So yeah,
exactly.
Mia, please stop.
Like the blind leading the blind.
Blind leading the goddamn blind. But in this conversation, Mia asks her ex Jacqueline about PP, which is her baby dad or whatever. And Jacqueline is talking about giving him some time, and Mia's like, "Well, girl, you didn't give him 13 years." And then Jacqueline was like, "Well, girl, you've been with Ink for 15, 16 years," throwing her little shade back at her. But Jacqueline just basically tells her, I think she thinks that she needs to iron things out with Gordon before she continues to pursue things with Ink, which I think is very smart. But Mia ain't gonna do that. Mia won't whatever she gets from Ink. But she basically tells Jacqueline how pissed she is about Gizelle from her bringing up the stuff at the party, and she's going to address her at the next event. So any thoughts on this scene with Tacky Jackie and messy line Mia?
Line Mia and Tacky Jackie. I think what Jacqueline, she should go because Jacqueline has a very odd shaped body. Like she has a long butt. I think no lie. You can't. Sometimes. I know you might want to wear the bodycon dresses and the skin tight dresses, but sometimes your body just won't allow you. So she needs to figure out what kind of works with her, her body type. Because everything ain't for everybody, even if it's in your size, baby. And that goes for men and women and kids, all of them, everybody.
You know me, I'm gonna put that shit on. That's what I do. I'm gonna put it on. I don't care what somebody feel like, but Jacqueline should not put that shit on. She just shouldn't do that.
And I agree. Getting help from Mia, it was kind of, I don't know, they're just, for Jacqueline to want to not show that she is like Mia's like sidekick, so that she puts herself or finds herself in every type of sidekick situation that she can be in, and she's just happy. I guess she's just like happy to be here, because even she was like, Mia's like, "Oh, we're gonna buy you some new clothes," and it's like, and then Jacqueline had on those same Dolce and Gabbana heels that she wore to Wendy's white party. I was just like,
I don't think she don't need to be on this show like
at all.
Potomac ain't never been like the most fabulous. Like they do well for themselves, right? Jacqueline just does not fit on this show. And she's always the butt of a joke. Like, you have to, where is your worth? Where is your self-worth? Like, come
Where's
on.
your
You have to,
scooter? Get on that motherfucker and ride it the fuck up out of here, because we don't want to see you no more. And put Ashley on the back of it, and with her wig and her fake fur, and you take her with you.
yeah,
both of them.
I agree. Yes, the blind leading the blind. Exactly.
And then, you know what? I hope that I'm not in the biggest Gizelle fan, but I hope that Gizelle and Karen, like Jacqueline, deserves some discipline, and even I want them to get her. As I want.
Well, you know, from the preview when she brought those like 8 balloons for those 8 sites, whatever it was. I can't wait to see that, because I really hope that Karen like wears her out for doing that.
Make her cry again. I hope so. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, Jacqueline. Somebody hyped Jacqueline up too and told her it's gonna be your season, girl. We're gonna get you a flute. And she out here getting her bobs pressed. She coming in her little outfits and her little slingbacks and little block heels, and she out here, you know, going around telling us, I smell something. Let me smell your coochie. She doing all these things, telling folks she here to stay, and she is just really embarrassing. Like, she just really needs to self-reflect and watch this show. Very much so, Biloxi, Mississippi.
Biloxi.
Listen, and I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I got family in Biloxi. And
I do too.
Very much so, Biloxi, Mississippi. My God, that is right on the head. All these things is what she gives. But Jacqueline is not fabulous. And I hate that Mia is just making her. I don't hate it, but Mia is making her look so crazy. Crazy.
I agree.
All right, so past that scene, the final scene, Ashley she's doing an event, over the edge event, where she, like, first of all, I wouldn't do that. I thought she was just gonna be jumping. I didn't know she was gonna be climbing down the wall, but she does it, and you know, great for her. Mia arrives, and when Mia gets there, she tells everybody that, you know, she says, "Hey," but she was like, "Gizelle, I'm gonna hug you now, but I got words for you later, home girl." I'm like, okay, Mia, all right, girl. What kind of words you got for her? Ashley does the over the edge activity where she like mounts down the side of a bridge or whatever it was.
The building, not the bridge.
Whatever it was. I thought that was the bridge she used to live under. I didn't know.
Oh my God.
You know, what they call them, trolls. Trolls down. I'm gagging at Karen. Laughing at Karen praying literally on a napkin for Ashley. I'm like, God, you know, she don't like Ash, but she was praying for her. So after all that happens, Mia sits down with Gizelle, and she just basically asks her why was she questioning what she told her, and you know, about how she posted on social media that they were all together, but before that telling Gizelle that they were not cool, right? I'm sorry, like that Ink and what's his name? Gordon were not, yeah. So as she's going on, you know, Gizelle is just like, you know, I wasn't questioning. I was just, you know, saying that these two things didn't match, which is kind of what we've been saying, right? So Mia was just like, well, you know, you want to talk about me putting stuff on social media, you know, you go around saying your kids are perfect, and Mia and Gizelle was like, they're not. But I know that you told me that when we were in DR, one of the girls, I'm assuming, was it Grace? We don't know who it was, right?
She didn't say, yeah. She didn't say
one of the girls snuck a ball over, and Gizelle owns up and says, yeah, I saw somebody on the little camera. Yeah, I saw that. But Mia was like, yeah, okay, so this happened, but you didn't see me running to the girls to tell that, and you also telling on social media how your girls are so good and they just outstanding kids, but here they are sticking boys in. And I was just like, do you think you did something near me? Like, you know, I'm not a fan of Gizelle at all, but I'm like, I didn't, it took me a while to actually put that together to understand what the hell she was trying to do. But when I actually like watched it and I took my notes, I was like, oh, she trying to say, okay, one, you told the group something that I told you. That's number one. Two, you are saying that I'm putting out there that things are perfect between Ink and Gordon, and you're putting out that your daughters are perfect. But I guess to say that they're not perfect is that they had boys come into their room in DR. Is that what she was trying to say?
Yeah, that's what. But what's crazy is that she didn't just tell Gizelle that. She told, it was multiple girls there when she was telling them about what Gordon was doing when they sat down, and then she immediately after, posted that on social media. Kiana was there. It was Karen, Ash, all of the girls were sitting there.
They all gave her advice.
Yeah.
But I think the reason why she's pinpointing Gizelle out specifically is because Gizelle kind of led the conversation at the follow-up.
Yeah.
I think that's why. I mean, unless she knows more than what we know. I mean, maybe there was side conversations. I don't know. But even then, as Asia would say, yeah, that's not a bar. Like, okay, yeah, you can say leave the kids out of it, but it's just like, I mean, I wouldn't even react too much to this. It's like, girl, what are you trying to say? Like,
yeah, I mean, I understand what I guess looking at it from it's like, okay, I get where you were trying to go, Mia, but it made no sense. Like, no parent will, is gonna go on and post it on social media. But most parents ain't gonna go on social media and post, oh yeah, my daughter, I seen a boy on the Ring camera in the backyard, or whatever the case may be. It was very odd, and she really thought in her mind that, oh, I'm finna end her with this one. You could tell that she in her mind really had put that together as if she was about to annihilate Gizelle with that, and she was gonna spill some tea. It's like, girl, she a teenager, she a kid. They do stuff, and no parent is gonna just out their kid on there. Not only that, Gizelle's daughter is not a cast member on the show. None of them, they are on the show, but they're not cast members. So she doesn't have to share every little thing that goes on with them, because it's about Gizelle. Mia, you decided to put us all in your, throuple business or whatever it be. So yeah, if it's confusing and we having conversations about it, why am I not able to bring it up? But I do think that Gizelle, and you can tell Gizelle was like, it was almost like it didn't really register to her what Mia was doing in that moment. But I think because Gizelle can be very nasty and very low. We've seen her go very low, and I think she is gonna try her hardest to cut Mia off at her big feet. So for sure.
So I'm still not. I can say I can tolerate Gizelle this
yeah.
season. But I think that Gizelle handled it right. Like she said, I never said they were perfect. And she said if they want to go on social media and post about it, but why is that any of her business to be online? Like you said, who will be out there on Instagram saying, "Happy Monday, y'all, child. Grace and had a man." Like, who's gonna do that? Like, it didn't make sense. And I'm like, Mia, like, I don't really root for Gizelle. I'm like, girl, she gonna get you. And I don't know what she gonna do, but she gonna get you, even to the point to where at this rate, girl, she gonna try to get you off the show.
Yeah.
What? Honestly, I don't really give a damn about this storyline. You wanna know why? Because these two have blindly supported each other before. You had, let's not forget, Gizelle was the one who says, I mean, is this what cancer looks like?
Yeah.
And they have come together out of hate, trying to, whatever.
And Mia was okay.
And Mia was okay with it. So it's like, Mia, you've already seen this side of Gizelle. She's not doing anything that she hasn't done to anybody else in your face. In the past, I mean, in the current moment, you're upset because she went to the group with stuff that, you told her, well, honey, she's gone to you about things that other people have told her as well. So it's like, girl, what can you expect? You can't really be upset. I don't think Gizelle has done anything crazy. Gizelle can go low, but I don't think she's done anything crazy to where Mia would think, let me get some get back. But
yeah,
I'm curious to see how this ends. I don't really care for like either one of them in particular. So
I don't really care for them either. I did think that Mia had a lot of potential after last season and seeing the reunion. I'm like, okay, Mia could really make this be good, but she's clearly not that smart, so she kind of dropped the ball and wasn't able to really push her story in the way that would have made it be compelling, or have the potential that we all thought that I guess it could have. I am, and it's even with Gizelle now, it's like she act like she has some sense and like she kind of knows now what she should be doing on this show. So it's odd that we see that now once they got Robin gone. But I am interested in seeing Gizelle and Mia like kind of go at each other. I didn't want to see Gizelle and Wendy again. Karen and Gizelle, all that. let me see something new.
The thing is, it's not really gonna be so it looks like all the women are on Gizelle's side a little bit because I mean everybody thinks Mia's lying. Wendy thinks she's lying. You know, everybody's kind of questioning what the hell. No one is clear about what is happening over there.
Going on, yeah.
And she's not even clear. So it's just like, you know, it looks like in the preview we see an intervention or whatever. And I think it's well deserved. I think she needs to answer to some things and hell, put her in the hot seat. And let's see how she comes out of the corner. She may come out
lie some more.
She probably is gonna lie some more.
All them lies you've been telling is to tell more lies.
Child, she's gonna be like, "Oh, Gizelle, you want to talk about the time where, the time that the pastor came to my house and prayed under my feet?" She gonna say something like that. We're gonna be like, "What?"
Probably would.
She would. Right. You want to talk about how the pastor maybe Joshua's father? Like, girl, she gonna make up something.
We've seen Mia make up like an outlandish lie on the fly, like when she said, "Oh, Wendy, I saw you on the video, you know, with Peter Thomas or whatever." Like she would say something very outlandish like that.
MJ, yes, Gizelle did say that she's processing what Mia said, and maybe so. She could be processing. She could be working on her get back. I'm curious to see, but I know. But I will say, yes, I saw a comment that, you know, Gizelle's initial reaction was, well, her reaction was greater for things like when she said Candace and Wendy were looking at her daughter crazy or whatever. But it wasn't in the moment, so maybe we'll see how she feels in the future about, because I mean, Mia made a direct attack at her kid. On the dog. It wasn't indirect, it wasn't assumed, it was like, boom, you want to say this? Well, boom, your kids. Bam, bam,
and it's
bam.
not like she called Gizelle a bad mother, or she was like, this your whole daughter is kind of what it was getting.
She put it out. The thing is, she put out there something that didn't really have to be out there. You're like, come on, whole daughter.
Her whole daughter. That's kind of what it was giving. Like, and your whole daughter, like Portia told
me. Your whole daughter got people coming up in the room. You told me that, so hey, now everybody know what's up.
But then it even seemed like, okay, so did the little boys come in, or was it like boys had came but they didn't? Because Gizelle was like, yeah, there were boys on the
I'm pretty sure they came, and she probably saw the cameras and just was like, oh, you got people over here. And they came over, baby. Something happened.
Grace a hot girl, yeah. She probably had with that wet and wavy look.
Who said it was Grace? Who said it was Grace?
I'm gonna say it was Grace. I'm
gonna hope it was Grace, but they only 1 year apart.
Yeah.
You know, I was a little hot pants when I was like 17, 16. I was thinking like, ooh, I want to do this and that.
Baby.
No, baby, never. So yeah, that was pretty much the episode. I mean, we'll see what happens. We saw the mid-season trailer. There's a lot going on. The last scene had me in tears, like all that poop everywhere. How Wendy was like, everywhere I go is shit.
That was great. And people was throwing up and everything. I was like,
that just looks chaotic.
That had to be something that Ashley set up.
Well, you see, also she was saying somebody was lying, dressed. I guess that's a drag king show that she's gonna do. She dressed up as like a male. You know, she is a drag king apparently.
Yeah. So I'm like, was she talking to? Whoever she's talking to looked like they had black hair. So
I feel like it was probably Mia. I think everybody's probably like at Mia for the rest of the season.
Hopefully, some of it is at Jacqueline too.
Okay, yeah. And we saw the thing with Karen and the 8 balloons and the 8 citations. I hope Karen wears her out
like she did at that breakfast table that morning. Had Jacqueline over there wiping her eyes. I hope she eats
because why would you come to somebody else's event doing that? Like, why? I mean, I get it. Mia probably put her up to it, but I don't know. And especially if this is if this is after Karen's little situation is done. Baby, I don't see no reason that Karen would have anything holding her back.
Well, I think the situation's still going on because I recently seen something where she tried to have them suppress like the evidence or camera footage or whatever the case, and then the request was denied. So I don't know. I'm like, oh, okay. So
we're gonna see. All right. We got a call in the queue. I'm gonna let them on. Make sure y'all like. Y'all share and subscribe the videos our videos here. We're going to be here next Monday. We're going into the holiday season, so just pay close attention to the schedule. You know, we do celebrate holidays as well. So we may not be here sometime, but for the most part, we will be here. If not, we'll let you guys know. Make sure y'all check out Beverly Hills on Wednesdays, Salt Lake City's on Thursdays. And if you're watching Married to Medicine, the same panel from The Lean is now on No Chaser TV. Same time, I believe. Is it 8 p.m. Eastern? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 8
Yeah.
p.m. Eastern.
Uh-huh.
Always a good time. Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. Same host, same panel, same energy. Check it out.
Highest paid collecting checks from 2 different networks. I'm the shit.
Oh. Well, who pay you more?
My tenure at you, but that did give me some leverage though when I was negotiating with No Chaser. So thank you for that.
I'm weak. Salt Lake City was good, Amanda. I really wish we could have reviewed it because I mean, baby, Mary had the social media and uproar, baby. They said that. I mean, they said she gave one of the realest scenes in almost Housewives history.
She did.
And I thought it was pretty good. I didn't watch the full episode. I watched that scene a little bit of it, but it looked like it was a good episode. Salt Lake City has really been really good, honestly. It's to me, I've enjoyed Salt Lake City of all the shows thus far. Beverly Hills is just starting, but it's kind of like getting there. But Salt Lake City has been like true Housewives, and it's been really good. So I'm glad we continued it. Shout out to those that was here for it. All right, we got to call in the queue. Let's get her on. Hopefully she ain't got a lot to say because there wasn't much going on. We're gonna bring you on, and then we're gonna get out of here, okay? Hey Lisa, how are you?
How y'all guys doing? Post Thanksgiving weekend.
Oh,
Did everybody eat a lot of turkey?
I don't eat turkey.
I ate a lot of everything, Lisa.
Me too. But anyway, I'm glad y'all have a beautiful weekend. Beautiful Thanksgiving weekend. Everybody else out there too. Yes, I'm a child. I am so I'm one thing I'm gonna tell you something. Stacy, listen to what they saying, baby. I know right now y'all going through an affluent divorce and everything might be going good for you. But sometimes you need that advice, okay? You need that advice. And so, I wouldn't listen to Ashley, but I would listen to Gizelle and Cam, because both of them been through divorce, okay? Because Ashley don't know what's really going on because she's still looking for a paycheck, baby doll. I still say, she won't go live on that bridge no more. That's why she can't get some alimony, okay? She don't want nobody put on the streets with the babies and teddy bears. I don't want that neither. We don't want to go see live on the bridge with the 2 babies. So baby, look, get whatever you can get out of Michael, okay? That's the only thing I can say, because I think you did. You gave him 2 sons to carry on his name, So other than that, but Stacy, take your time and figure out what's going on, okay? But take their advice though. It's just like I don't know why women do this to themselves. Wendy said the same thing. I ain't never had to pay a bill. I don't know, girl. You need to figure out what's going on. Did y'all not hear my dear tell homegirl and that movie? Y'all too busy shopping. You need to figure out what's going on with the money, honey. Where the bills are paying at. You need to find out what's going on. Even though you say you trust him, that's how Teresa got in trouble. Teresa trusted Joe, and look how everything got. She ended up going to prison. Because her name was on the papers. So you need to figure out what's going on. Stop trust. I know you want to trust your man. You want to trust your husband, your wife. It's even for the men. Same thing. You want to trust them. You want to put all your trust in them. But sometimes you need to figure out what's going on, though. For the feds come knocking. That's all I'm saying. The feds come knocking. And also, I'm for real. We've seen this before. And you just got to be paying attention. And I am so Mia, go sit down somewhere, okay? Don't nobody got time for that mess, okay? You busy. We talking about you. You one who put it out there. You said at that gym that tacky mess that Gizelle and Ashley had going on, wellness mess, and you sit there told them what was going on. You put it out there. So it's not none of Giselle fault. Giselle said, baby, you just said he giving you problems. And then next day you put it on social media that y'all all fine and good.
Mhm.
So gone with that mess talking about that woman child. Her children is separate from her. Okay? Because for me, you would have bought on my children, baby doll, it would not be nice. I would hit you in your face.
Ooh.
You not gonna sit up here and talk about my child. My child ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about. You want to come after me? That's fine. Come after me. But you nothing big up my child. I'm sorry. Number one, Grace and Angel and them is full of teenagers. You still got babies. You still got babies.
Mhm.
Okay. While you have, I'm pretty sure Giselle didn't have no man looking at her screwing her children screwing another man and going back telling Giselle about it. Giselle about it, whatever his name is. Okay. 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 Not for me. Let's be honest right here. See, your children did that. Your children told their daddy, said, Daddy, mama's sleeping in the bed with another man. Okay. So your children put that mess out there about you. Gordon, that's what I like when Gordon get mad because see, Gordon tell the truth. Gordon come out, he tell the truth when he get mad, he get angry. Like he talk about the abortion and the affair and stuff. I thought they had after when we first met Mia, she said she was good in her marriage, everything was good and proper and everything else. You know she came out to Whitney and Eddie talking about Eddie can't look at nobody. Baby, you need to be looking at somebody because you was having an affair the whole damn time. According to Gordon. Gordon said you was having an affair with the guy, you had an abortion while you was having an affair. So you can't talk about nobody. And you and Tacky Jackie, baby, Tacky Jackie need to go somewhere and need to go sit down somewhere she get on my nerves. She get on my nerves, get on my nerves, get on my nerves, get on my nerves. She need to get off TV. I'm sorry, that's how I feel. But other than that, Giselle gonna get her back. And I want, and I can't stand Giselle, but But I hope Giselle get her ass back good. Because you deserve it. You deserve it. You came after my child. And yet, and my children had nothing to do with. Plus, Grace and them is teenagers. What children ain't gonna sneak a boy or girl in? Okay, if they get the chance, I know I did.
Okay. Listen, I know yeah, I ain't have to sneak, but
I know.
All right, Lisa,
Okay, but we all have a past. Though we all have past.
I have a
Okay,
plan.
now what Jace? Okay, well you said it's Jace Chase TV.
Yeah, so if you want, so Married to Medicine is Tuesdays on No Chaser TV.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and describe. I'm gonna go to describe, and that's Chase, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on
Okay,
Tuesday.
then. 'Cause I
I
miss
put
my boys. I miss the rest of my boys on here. I miss Chase. I miss Jamie.
well, you gonna
Jamie be showing off his sexy
You
body
see
on
them on
on
game.
IG.
Lisa, are you watching Beverly Hills? They on Beverly Hills?
Okay, I'm watching Beverly Hills too, baby. I'm
So
watching them, baby. I'm just, last week I couldn't get on because, baby, I was out and about doing Thanksgiving, celebrating Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay. Well,
I
I
was
put
about.
I put the name in the chat. It's No Chaser TV. Amanda also put it in the chat, so you can find it to subscribe. And then on Tuesdays, like I said, 8 o'clock. We're
Well,
gonna link,
I got to support my baby. I got to support my baby Chase.
man.
And
All
so,
right, Lisa.
like I said, y'all be doing y'all thing. I'm loving the baby. Like I said, you be showing off your sexy legs in the gym.
I do.
Jane be showing his sexy chest off in instant anything.
We gotta go. I know you want a couple
Okay,
of.
love you, baby. Bye bye.
Thank you, Lisa, for all the compliments. We want to try to keep it about the show so we can get out of here.
You
We
saw
love
your
our Lisa.
legs?
I know we're showing off our legs and everything on social media. We're showing everything off, but not on the lean though, But you can
Mm.
go to and see all the stuff. Especially that Jamie. All right. So we're gonna get out of here. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, we're gonna be here throughout the rest of the week. We got Wednesday Beverly Hills, Thursdays we have Salt Lake City, and Tuesdays if you're watching Married to Medicine, it's gonna be on No Chaser TV. It's a separate channel, same family, but Chase has his own channel as well, and so he adopted that show, took it over. That's his baby, and that's where you can watch it. Same panel. We'll see you next time. Thank you, Antonio. Thank you, Lisa, for calling in. Thank you, Amanda, for being here. Sean, Jen Bunny, Tia, who else was in here? PKZ, David was in here. David, stop sneaking, but was in the house. Or when you was. Everybody watching tonight. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see you next time, okay? You have a good night. Peace.